Go ahead and get started. I'll start by settling the body. Finding a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we keep our feet flat and our back straight, torso open, hands in the lap right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open. Try to maintain an awareness of not slouching or leaning, but we also let go of any unnecessary tension in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position. We try to cultivate a sense of withdrawing our awareness from the environment, holding it just to the body and mind. Letting go too of thoughts of the past and plans for the future. Concentrating our awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation of the air moving into and back out of the tip of the nostrils. Noticing quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind. Without judgment or frustration, lifting our awareness up again and again, placing it gently but firmly back on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, generate a broad and altruistic motivation, wanting to establish and deepen new constructive habits and tendencies, ways of thinking and acting, wanting to reduce tendencies and the habits that are not constructive, ways of thinking and acting that are painful for oneself and often motivate actions that harm others. Wanting to genuinely transform the mind to be of greater and greater benefit to all sentient beings without exception. And then, in a way to prepare for Geshe-la's retreat this weekend on bodhicitta, we'll meditate on developing equanimity, foundation for, the most immediate foundation for developing bodhicitta. So we imagine perhaps ourselves in a larger space with three people in front of us. The person in front on our right is someone that we feel quite close to. The person in front to our left is someone whose face we can recollect, but we have no real opinion of. Someone that we saw on the street or in a restaurant. And then the person in front, in the middle, is someone that we find difficult, someone who irritates us. To take a moment and generate visualization of those three seated facing you in front. And turn your attention to the person that you're close to, your dear friend. And think back over the time of knowing them. That sense of closeness, friendship has grown over time. Try to investigate why. What are the series of events that gave rise to that pleasant, warm feeling that you have toward them? Is it the case that you find that they are conscientious about your interests, your needs, your wants? Do you have similar views? Do you find a lot of points of agreement? Do you find that they try to help more often than they thwart your interests? Try to gain some clarity. And then turn your attention to the person that you find challenging. And again, think back over the time that you've known them. Is it true that You find them difficult because they don't take mainly just your interests to heart, or they hold views or habits that you personally find bothersome or unacceptable. Try to analyze, is it reasonable to feel close to and be willing to work for the benefit of those, and only those who are similar, who fall in that friend category, purely because they're people that we feel have benefited mainly just oneself. And similarly, is it reasonable to feel distant from those who we put in the enemy category, those who bother us, irritate us, those who we may even have animosity toward? Again, mainly because of how they have treated just us. Try to investigate and arrive at some insight, some conclusion. And then think of that person that you don't know. And observe if a sense of indifference arises in the mind. And think that this person isn't like the other two. They've not yet benefited or obstructed my interests. I don't know if they see things the way that I do. And so they're just sort of in the background of our lives. Again, investigate if that is reasonable, valid. We can think that the ways in which these three groups are different is only in their responses to oneself. The ways in which they're the same is that they deeply wish to be happy. They deeply wish to be free of even the slightest suffering, just like oneself, and just like all sentient beings. We can recognize that if we were to think purely, logically, and rationally, no sentient being deserves to accomplish that more than any other. So try to connect with that deeper truth. Try to feel a sense of balance, thinking that it's much more realistic to relate to others on the basis of that reality than whether or not they benefit us or are similar to us. Try to hold that realization in the mind. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. And we'll dedicate. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you've actualized that motivation and created positive energy in the mind. Have a sense of letting the fruit of your practice go, thinking strongly may it ripen in whatever way is truly beneficial for sentient beings. May it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, disease, natural disasters, famines, all harmful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment so I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled, and may I and all sentient beings come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings in this moment. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.